So it is about a month, I think, since the last time that I made a video, or like 3 weeks or something. Main reason is because I don't really have a lot of an update. So I am currently 38 weeks today. I just had another appointment yesterday. So the appointment after the last time that I made a video, they said that I had a little bit of high blood pressure again. And then they checked me at the end of the doctor's appointment, and my blood pressure had came down a bit, so they weren't too concerned about that. I also got the flu shot done, and then the appointment after that, there wasn't much. It was just they measured me, checked for fetal heart rate again. I mean, that's pretty much the routine thing that they do every time I go in now, which is weigh me, measure my stomach, and check for fetal heart rate, and that's kind of it. Yesterday when I went in, so I had them check my cervix again. I was gonna have it done the time before, last week when I went in, but I was dreading it because the first time that they checked it, it was really painful. But it wasn't as painful this time. It was just uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful this time around. So I did gain weight. Yesterday that I got weighed, I did gain weight. My blood pressure was fine. My stomach was measuring at 35, and the last like 3 times it had been measuring at 34, 34 and a half. So my stomach grew half an inch, and my weight went up a couple of pounds. Let's see. Her heart rate was fine. It was at 151, I believe, and it was around that the last time. So they checked my cervix. I am now 30.5 centimeters dilated and 60% effaced. I've been seeing the midwife at my doctor's office because my doctor's been really busy with other cases, or she's like in surgery, or she had to leave because of she had to deliver someone's baby. So I hadn't seen her in 3 weeks, I think, and I had been seeing the midwife, who I also love. She's amazing. And I saw my doctor, my OB, yesterday, actually, because she was coming in as I was about to leave, so I spoke to her a little bit. Really hoping I don't go into labor next week, because my OB is actually having surgery next week, so she's gonna be out all next week. And if I go into labor next week, I won't have her deliver. She said I could request the midwife to deliver, which, if in any case, I will have, I will request for the midwife. But yeah, because I don't know any of the other doctors, so hopefully I don't go into labor next week, and if I do, hopefully I can at least get the midwife. But yeah, so that's kind of it. Not a lot of an update. The biggest thing is I've dilated 1.5 centimeters, and now I've gone from 50% phased to 60% phased. So yeah, probably I kept waking up. I think I ended up waking up like 6 times last night because I was just so uncomfortable. And I was also having like, I was cramping like on like the very, I don't know, where you get cramps on when you're on your period. But it wasn't like contracting cramps, it was just like a constant cramp. And at first I thought it was because I was going into labor, because I just had like so much pain down there. And I don't know what labor feels like, but I sat down for like 30 minutes on my bed, and I did almost cry because like it was just hurting so much, and I was tired, and I was just in pain. So somewhere in between where I was, when I was like sitting and almost crying, I decided to like pay attention to exactly what the pain was, and I realized it wasn't cramping, it wasn't like any contracting, and I could just like feel her moving lower down there where it was kind of hurting, but it wasn't any kind of contracting feeling. So, and also I was starting to feel better just being sitting down. So then I decided to just prop myself up with a couple of pillows and fall asleep like that because I started to feel better just being propped up. So last night I had a little bit of a scare because one, I don't want to go into labor right now or even like early next week because we don't have anything ready. We're supposed to have like everything set up by the end of next week because we've just had like so many other things conflicting with getting ready. But yeah, that's all the update.